Okay. It's about time we start doing some things differently around here, right? All right. Well, it's about time we start doing some things differently around here, right? So, let's try some new segments, huh? Get ready. I got something interesting for you.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you!
Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome back to the channel. Always a pleasure to see everybody's smiling faces out there. Hope you're feeling good. Hope everything in your part of the world is just fine. So, today, we're gonna try something new. Yep, you know me. I'm never satisfied with the old program. I'm always looking for something to improve the channel, something a little different, something a little spicy, right? To keep it interesting. You know, since I live in one of the most interesting states of all the United States, the nickname for my state, the state of Florida, is the Freak Show State. Which is well-deserved title. The kind of things that go on down here, you usually don't see anywhere else in the world. Forget about anywhere else in our country. So, embracing that factor, I said to myself, wouldn't it be great to have a segment to share all the craziness with all my subscribers? And so was born what we will be starting today. Today's segment is something I'm calling Florida Homegrown. Going forward, you'll be seeing this segment. I think it's going to be quite the interesting one for you guys. Like I said, we've got stories here you don't see anywhere else in the world. So, with that being said, let's get right to it. Today's first story is for a local township. It's called Clearwater. It's actually about 20 minutes from where I live. The other evening, they had an interesting incident. Police get a call of a couple riding bike in the middle of the night with no lights, causing a bit of a traffic disaster. And so when our deputies roll out there, they come across 31-year-old Aaron and 35-year-old Megan riding their bike in the pitch black dark, no reflectors, no lights, can barely see them. Officer observes a car almost hit them swerve, and they escape death yet once again this evening. So, doing his job diligently, our friend the police officer pulls them over, and like I said, really not many places, but it appears our couple, Aaron and Megan, were ridiculously drunk. And so, as a couple, it's nice to do things together as a couple, they both incurred a DUI. That's right. They were arrested for driving under the influence. The amount of alcohol could be smelled, according to the officer, from 5 feet away. And so they, of course, forewent the breathalyzer and decided not to do a sobriety test and were placed quickly into the back of the squad car. Well, I guess this whole incident was just way too exciting for them, because apparently Megan and Aaron both removed all of their clothes. Yep, they got naked in the back of the police car. And what do you think they did? Oh yes, what naked people would do. They started making the sweet, sweet love to each other. Well, of course, the officers that made the arrest turned around and noticed the two naked suspects in the back of the car just pounding away, and had to break that up. They opened the door, and I guess Aaron thought it would be his opportunity to escape. Completely naked, he cuts out and takes off running. But being drunk and naked really don't get too far in handcuffs. Down he goes. They collect him, bring him back to the car. Sad thing is, you know, you got a second charge of theft for trying to make off with the police handcuffs. I'm totally serious. Charged with theft for trying to steal police handcuffs. Now, I guess they gave him a break on the sexual disorientation in a police vehicle, because I didn't see any charges for that. But what do you think? Hot couple? Not couple? Maybe somewhere in between couple? Take your guess now. And here they are. Whoa! Nothing you would want to see naked, right? Either one of them, man. I'm equally saying that not a good-looking couple. So, Aaron, Megan, not to be disrespectful, just keep your clothes on in public, folks. You guys aren't the type to be running around naked. So, what'd you think? Interesting? Things like that happen by you? Let me know. Leave them in the comments down below. Florida is the supreme freak show state, but, you know, things do happen in other places. If you like that story, I got another one for you. Actually, I have two more, but let's get to this next one first. All right. Our next story has to do with traffic and speeders. Yeah, we all hate people speeding around, right, through our neighborhood. Kids are out playing. Perhaps we're out walking like you see me and Rini do at night. Well, a fellow Floridian of mine, a Miss Patty Boomgartner, she was sick and tired of the situation. Speed bumps, signs, nothing at all would stop her annoying neighbors from racing through the neighborhood. Well, you see, here in Florida, we do have quite a large problem with speeders and traffic accidents. So I can really feel her pain in this one. I can completely understand her disgust and wanting to do something about it. So, Patty solved it the Florida way. Ah, yes. What she did was take her own initiative and go out there, set up herself in a nice lawn chair, brought out her red Solo cup because, you know, like I told you, it's been about 101, 103 every day. So sitting out in the lawn chair in the sun next to the road, gonna dehydrate you. So bravo, Patty. Gotta have your red Solo cup. So to finish the entire ensemble, she brought with her her hairdryer. Oh, that's right. You see, Patty figured if she was sitting there visibly with a gun of some type in her hand, it would slow traffic down, right? I mean, here you are, you got your red Solo cup, you're sitting in your lawn chair, and you're holding up your blow dryer. Ah, what a sight to see. You see, you know, I'm thinking maybe she wasn't too sure that it would fool them as far as her being a police officer, but, you know, just that sight. Who would not stop to see a elderly senior citizen woman perched in a lawn chair, sipping on some sizzip in a red Solo cup, waiting to do your hair, right? That would slow me down. I'd definitely stop and look at that. So, Patty, I mean, bravo for you. At least you're doing something about it. All my neighbors, all they damn do ever is complain. But it appears that the state troopers got wind of this, and they were proud of her. They were so excited about it that they actually made Patty an honorary state trooper. So I gotta wonder, does that mean, could she pull you over and give you an honorary ticket? I'm not quite sure. She'll be able to gauge your speed with her blow dryer, but I mean, they did make her a trooper, right? And they do have authority to pull you over. Not quite sure how fast her lawn chair goes, so she may not be able to catch you, but bravo. You see, I'm a big advocate of people who see a problem, come up with a solution, and then put the fix into place themselves. Not waiting for any government intervention, not on the phone crying to the state troopers or the police, just handling it, man. That's ingenuity. I'll be honest with you. The blow dryer was a good idea. I never thought of that, and it does resemble, I guess in a way, if you have a black one, would resemble a radar gun. And just the silhouette of somebody standing out there pointing something at you, it's gonna slow you down. You may not think it's a cop, but that may slow you down. But just another example how here in the freak show state, we solve our own problems, right? Yeah, if you like that one, and I'm sure you did, I got another one, really cool, just as fun, traffic related as well. Okay, our last story hails from Jacksonville. The great area of Jacksonville. That's about 2.5, 3 hours north of where I live. Very close to St. Augustine, the historic area. Close to the borderline of the state of Florida, about 30 minutes from the border. Jacksonville boasts some of the best drivers in our state. Best being relative as to having the greatest accidents. They're the best at having serious, interesting accidents. And this story is absolutely no different. Now, I'm sure in your neck of the woods, wherever you hail from, you've seen plenty of multi-car accidents, right? Two-car, three-car, five-car, very common here in Florida. Everybody's too busy paying attention to the next guy than their own driving, and so these accidents almost infamously always turn into multi-car accidents. But, like I said, Jacksonville is the king of this type of thing, and hats off to you, Jacksonville. Yet once again, you've had a multi-car accident of epic proportion. Now, it has nothing to do with the amount of cars. There were no serious injuries. Let me start off by saying that. Everybody made it through with flying colors. Only one person transported to the hospital for minor injuries. So you may be saying to yourself, Andrew, get to it, man. It's a car accident already. How interesting can it be? Well, first of all, it was a 3-car accident. All right, not that impressive. It's usually 2 always, so 3 is no big deal, right? But how often do you hear of a 3-car accident in McDonald's drive-thru? Huh?
Say what?
Oh, you heard me right. A 3-car accident in McDonald's drive-thru. Now you may be thinking, oh man, Andy, that's no big deal. Some guy wasn't paying attention and rolled into the back of another guy who pushed themselves into the third guy. Big deal, right? I mean, that's not much of an accident. Oh no, nothing like that. You see, the 3-car accident wound up with one Jeep landing on top of 2 cars. Yes. You see, one of my fellow Floridians, a young lady, was on her way to the drive-thru with her child. She had just placed her order and was pulling up behind the car that was out the window when, out of the corner of her eye, she noticed a Jeep in the air, completely airborne. So she inched up as far as she could, but not quite enough. Our friend the Jeep came down on top of her car and the car behind her. 3-car pileup. For real, literal pileup. Not 3 back to back, 3 piled up. Now it wasn't 3 high, it was only 2 high, but you know, pyramid formation. 2 cars on the bottom, 1 car on the top, 3 cars in McDonald's drive-thru perched together. You don't see that accident very often, you ain't fooling me. Frankly, I've never seen one like that. Now, as you can tell from the pictures that I showed in the beginning, it was possible because of, I don't know what that person thought they were doing, the Jeep. Guess they thought they'd cut the line in the drive-thru just by going up and over the hill. Little too much gas, little too much angle, airborne Jeep. But I'm happy to report, like I said earlier, there were no serious injuries. Mother and child escaped unharmed. I believe it was the passenger or the driver in the second vehicle that the Jeep landed on that had to be taken to the hospital. But everyone okay. And even more important, McDonald's remains open the entire time. Well, damn, it was lunch. Can't shut down for lunch just because, you know, cars decide to play tiddlywinks in the drive-thru. So, people, next time, wait your turn in line if you're at McDonald's. It ain't worth it. Going airborne don't get you served any faster. As a matter of fact, I don't think any of those 3 people got their food. Let me stop. Everyone was fine, so it's all right, but what'd you think? Florida, the freak show state? I start you off easy. Those are simple stories. I don't want to get into the crazy murders and kidnappings. Actually not going to do any of those. That may be a whole separate series of videos. But for now, let me know what you thought. Florida, the freak show state. Sound kind of interesting, type of things that don't really happen where you live? I'm really curious to know. I kind of already know. No one beats Florida. Lightning strikes, freak accidents, wild people, mass murderers. Man, I live in a grand place, don't I? You must be really jealous. But you know what I'm looking for? Those awesome comments from you guys down below. And y'all know how we do it. Comment, like, subscribe. Love ya. We're getting close to 3K people. You're near and dear to my heart. See y'all in the next one. 3-car pileup, McDonald's parking lot. Florida, what the hell, man?
Very good. God damn, you play a mean banjo. Hey, you want to play another one?